I'm Jason Liggett, and I'm pleased to be joined by City of Urbana Mayor Diane Wolfe Marlin via video conference. And Mayor Marlin, thanks so much for taking the time to join us today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I want to go back to a couple of weeks ago as the coronavirus started to spread throughout the United States and there were more and more confirmed cases. What steps did the City of Urbana do to protect its residents and its employees?
Well, we were watching the news, of course, throughout January and February, but really we kicked into a higher gear in the beginning of March. We took our cues from the Champaign-Urbana Public Health District, the leadership shown there, and also the actions taken by the University of Illinois. So we began. First, internally, we put together a team to respond to this incident, and we began drafting language for an emergency declaration, which we believed was very important to give us the flexibility we were going to need to respond to this. So from the beginning of March, we've been putting a number of plans and policies into place and then taking steps. It started with extra hand washing, disinfecting surfaces, limiting gatherings, looking at meetings, whether or not they were essential. And then, as you know, it quickly accelerated as the seriousness of the situation became apparent. And at the same time, we were trying to get the public health information out to the public. I have a health background. I strongly believe we need to be taking our lead from the public health experts, the scientists, and the medical professions. They are the ones who have pulse of this pandemic.
And as you mentioned, things escalated quickly with Governor J.B. Pritzker's stay-at-home order in effect starting this past Saturday. What city services are still available to the public?
All of our basic city services are available to the public. One of the steps we took was to close the city building to the public, and that is to protect the employees who are still working in the building as well as members of the public. People may not realize, but our city building is also our main fire station, and it's our police station. So our firefighters live in this city building while they're on duty. This is their home. That's one of the reasons we took the steps we did, is to protect their health and safety so they can continue to serve the public. So services, police and fire services, emergency medical services, public works, which is in a separate building, but they are still tasked with maintaining our infrastructure. Our planners many of them are working from home, but they continue to review plans. Our building safety inspectors are reviewing building plans. The city has, I was thinking about it the other day, we have 5 or 6 different, businesses or operations under one roof. And then internally, of course, our financial services department is up and running. Many of them are working from home, but we need to pay bills. We need to pay our employees, and then our team is also working with local service providers to make sure that we're taking care and addressing the needs of the most vulnerable among us. So one of our main objectives from our internal planning team is to maintain the core functions of the city of Urbana, because that's what people depend on us for. We're also focused on reducing spread of the virus in the community. So we're in very close touch with countywide officials and other entities, and strongly support the governor's decision to urge people to stay at home.
Mayor, when we spoke earlier this week, you mentioned the city's involvement with the incident management team. What are the objectives of this team?
The objectives of the team are, number one, to reduce the spread of this virus in the community, both for the protection of residents and businesses and for our employees. So we are taking our cue from public health leaders, from the governor's office, and we are fully supportive of the executive orders to shelter in place, to minimize contact with other people, to constantly wash your hands, to stay home. We're going to get through this, and with taking these types of very aggressive actions against this virus, but people are responding very well. So reducing the spread within the community and among our employees. We are maintaining essential city functions and core services. We are maintaining very, very close communication with our countywide partners through the Emergency Operations Center. We get regular updates through our county emergency services. We are in constant contact with the public health district, the University of Illinois. We are contacted with elected officials. Senator Scott Bennett had a conference call yesterday. And then internally, our incident management team meets on a regular basis to review our actions to continue to develop policies and plans going forward.
As community members watch today, what would you like them to take away?
I want them to take away to listen to your public health officials, the medical professionals, and the scientists who are dealing with this pandemic. Those are the people who have factual information. And continue to shelter in place, wash your hands, do all the things that people are being reminded to do. This virus spreads through contact between people, on surfaces, etc. So the admonitions about physical distancing, hand washing, disinfecting, and basically avoiding contact as much as possible. We're staying apart. We're in this together. We'll get through this together. And frankly, I'm very proud of the response that I'm seeing in the community and in Champaign County. We're ahead of the curve here, and we're setting an example, I think, for the rest of the state.
All right, that's the City of Urbana Mayor Diane Marlin. Mayor, thanks so much for joining us today, and we hope that you'll have a chance to join us later this week and next week as well with some more updates.
Thank you. Stay well.
For more information on the City of Urbana, you can visit their website at urbanaillinois.us or follow them on social media.